friends and neighbors, welcome back. It's Akiic to the Head, aka Michael. We are back, Farming Simulator 2013, and we are on the old family farm once again, looking over the lovely potatoes we planted last episode. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, we're back down at the sheep farm again. We're going to have to watch him do some more mowing. No, I've actually finished all that, and as you can see, we'll look at over here, it's just a lovely field of emptiness. So I did all that offline like I promised, and if we look through, let me turn the HUD on. Let's get rid of that. And if we look through here, you will see that we have 126,000, just 100, almost 127,000 liters of grass. So I did a lot off camera. Got it all full. It's doing well. We can hold more in there, I'm sure. But the news is the other fields are ripened. So why I did the cutting, these happen to be ripened. So we're going to go ahead and harvest all those today. We've got some corn to take care of, and if we look over here, most of it's barley. So barley and a couple fields of corn. So without further ado, we'll get started on that. I did add one new mod to this. I've been seeing Ian Robson and Hitman82 use it, and it is the new animal status HUD. It's a little more clean. You can see through it and stuff, so it's transparent, as well as it actually shows the pigs, whereas the other one didn't show the pigs, and it breaks it down to how many days are actually in there as well. So it's a much cleaner animal status mod I like, because I had the animal HUD last time, and this is actually called animal status. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, get this back over to the farm. So welcome back, as I said. It's been a rough week for me, been really sick. Those of you that know and follow me on social media know that I've been pretty bad off this week. Been in bed most of the week. Was finally able to do a video yesterday. So I took care of that. Most of the videos that you watched were uploaded or were filmed a week before and were uploaded on schedule. So go ahead and zip on over here. Now I did test something off camera, and it turned out that it was worth testing. Any of you that follow Taff on Glenn Miller knows that that I kind of gave him some advice, and as well as some others, that if you take the scoop of pig manure and actually drive it down there in the scoop and drop it into the cow manure, it would load in there as well and not be separate. As opposed, if you put it in a trailer, then you don't get the function to dump it. So I gave that a test here as well. Just took the scoop over there, loaded it up, and brought it over to the cow manure, and it actually dumps in there and counts into the cow manure. So we may have to do that. I don't know, that way instead, either that or we'll continue doing what we did last time, and that's put all these separate piles out here to help eliminate the amount of time that we have to go back and forth to pick up new manure. So let's just take this up here. We'll park it back where it goes while we've got it. So you can see that they're still in warm up, the animals, as I've just started. And all the equipment's up nice and neat as where it's supposed to be. And let's just go ahead and pull this into here. You know what, let's turn the back light on. There we go. Not that it did any good. Okay, now we got to try to get over here as close as possible due to the side piece hanging out. Should be okay. No, it's not. So let's just move over a little more. There we go. That should work. There we go. Get off here. We'll put up the PTOs, and we will offload it. There we go. So there we go. Now let's go down here and get the harvester going, and we'll pull the trucks out with the trailers, get them ready. We don't need these right now. Let's just go ahead and pull them up into here. There we go. Get the old beast fired up. Shall we do corn first? I think we should. We do have, we've been doing all the other grains. Let's just go ahead and lift up the header here. And we'll just pull this out of the way and hook up to the corn header. And we'll start the corn first. Now, question is though, do we want to do both fields as corn? Let's just set this down right here for right now. Or whether we want to do one as corn and one as chaff and use the chaffing machine and cut it up. Because if you can see, we do have chaff. You can see we got just over 15,000 liters of chaff. I mean, we can always use more chaff, but beans, we just put that 130,000 some liters of grass in there. I'm not sure whether we'd actually need the chaff or whether we should just hang on to the corn. You know what? Let's check the great demands. What do we got coming up for great demands? We got potatoes, barley, and pig. Pig starts in 10 hours. Barley starts in 3 days. So theoretically, we could chaff it. You know what? I think what we'll do is we'll just cut both of it down in the corn, and then our next batch we can chaff up if we need to. I think that's what we'll do. So let's get rid of this. And speaking of pigs coming up, let's just take a look at how many do we have that we'll be able to take to market. We currently have 23 that we'll be able to take to market. And of course our trailer only holds 16. So we could take a load over there when the great demand starts in 10 hours. We should have more by then too. We should be able to make two loads in. So let's go ahead and we'll start him down at this end. Let's get old Phil up and ready to go. Now, beans, this doesn't really leave any straw or anything behind. Let's go ahead and do it circles. That way the pipe is always on the outside and we don't have to worry about driving through the crops. Let's get Philip going. Shut that off. Let's jump off and watch him go. There we go. We've got corn coming in, people. Let's run back and get the trucks. You know what? Let's just do it this way. That way I'm sure you guys don't want to see me run all the way over there. Hook up. There we go. I really like this remodded version that DeGrav did for me. I really like that I can see out the back window now. I sit lower in the cab. I can see out the windows. Really nice. Let's get the mirrors turned back on like we always do. And speaking of this, while we're right here, let's go ahead and run over here and let's get the chicken eggs that we have. We can sell those. Because we've got, we're not carrying any, but there's 29 of them in here we can pick up. Let's go ahead and grab these all up. There we go. Now we're carrying 29 eggs, because we can sell those while we're going over here and drop the corn, while we're picking up the corn. While we're waiting for Phil to fill up, we can just run over to the general store and sell some eggs. You'll have to excuse me. I'm still, like I said, I'm still coming down, finishing up after my flu. So my throat will still be a little scratchy and it'll sound a little congested sometimes. So I apologize for that in advance. So this, like I said, this map really reminds me of growing up with my grandparents and my parents when I was a little kid in Arkansas and stuff like that. We were able to have all the cows and stuff like that. It was just a small little farm my grandparents used to have. We used to do potatoes and corn and sweet potatoes and green beans and snap peas, and I miss those times. Didn't have anything like that with my kids. As you know, when you get older and stuff, life seems to change, and everything seems to be more hectic, and you're always working much more than what you used to. And before, it used to be that only the man could work, or only the man had to work and the wife could stay home and keep house. Nowadays, just to stay ahead, both people need to work. So it's times have changed, that's for sure. About the most thing that I've ever done with my kids and stuff growing up was in California. From where I'm from, there's these things called the Yeehaw Hills, And if you don't know what the Yeehaw Hills are, it's a set of hills that are so steep and deep and so close together that it's like a roller coaster, and all you can do and say going up and down it is yeehaw, because you'd actually get air in your vehicle and stuff as you're coming over. And my daughter TMC knows that. She used to enjoy the Yeehaw Hills. Okay, for some reason having difficulty. I don't want to go through the telephone poles. I could drive through the telephone poles, but it's not very realistic, so I don't want to do that. So anyway, yeah, the Yeehaw Hills, those were something. Those were the days. Now, those of you that don't know, my kids in America, I haven't seen in quite a while actually, and they've got kids of their own. I got a son and a daughter. They've got kids of their own, so I've got grandkids I've never seen either. Being here in Germany, it's very difficult to get to America on any regular basis. So the last time I was there was in 2006. But they're growing now. They have kids of their own, and yeah, just it makes it difficult when you're away for so long, and you realize what you've missed, and it's very difficult. You just wish you could spend more time, and you can wish you could tell them just how much that you miss them and you love them and stuff, but it's not always easy. I remarried and stuff 25 years ago, and so I wasn't always there for them. The military kept me away quite a bit, and so I was always on the move and on the travel all over the world. But I do love them and miss them, and I hope they know that. I know that I found out some information last night that my daughter in America actually watches some of these farming videos. She said she likes watching them and getting her gaming fix on. So if she sees this, I hope she knows that I do love her. So enough of this mushy stuff. Let's continue doing what we're doing, what you came here for. We're getting this fields harvested. So you can see that the animal productivity should be kicking in here shortly. What do we got going on here? I don't want to spend so much time on one field at a time. I'm going to hopefully get a couple of these fields done for you. You know what we could do? What are we looking at? We got eggs are all okay. They don't need the grass and the cows. How are the pigs? Pigs are all okay as well. There's really nothing that we can do. Everything's done. Let's just check the manure piles on the animals. Yeah, there's only 523 liters of manure in there, and only 1,000 of liquid manure. The cows, we've got 1337 leet. Yeah, so there's really nothing we can do. We're all pretty much all caught up. And why are you? I'm not that close to you. How come you cannot back up? You got to be kidding me, Philip. You got to be kidding me. How's he doing? He's only 15% full. Wow, this is going to take a while. So what I may do is I may speed this up so you guys don't have to sit here and watch this entire thing. So yeah, I'll fast forward this a little bit and just do a time lapse on it, and we'll be right back when we're closer to being done. And welcome back. So I thought I would take over myself on this, and that way you're still getting it. We're still here. We're still doing the communication. Let's just get rid of our HUD for a minute. Get rid of this, and we'll hide that. We don't need that right now. So welcome back. I thought I'd take over. We can still get our talking going on, as well as actually do a little harvesting ourselves. We don't do that enough, so I thought we would do that. There we go. So it is Saturday morning. It's 7:30 in the morning. This will actually go out on Monday, I believe, if the scheduling and everything holds. This should be for Monday release. So depending on when you see this, this should be up for, today's the 6th of September. This should be up for Monday the 8th of September. How are we doing? 65% full. Cutting pretty nice. We're missing a little bit over there that we could actually be picking up. So if you don't know, if you see the dark lines going down there, that's fertilizer. And if you pick it all up exactly, then that fertilizer disappears. If the fertilizer is still on there, then you could actually go over that again and actually pick up more corn. Even though there's no stalks there, you could actually pick up some more corn. I think I missed that one back there, didn't I? No, I got it. So maybe we should just come out for this so you guys don't get dizzy from all the camera spinning. So we're almost full. Now what I'm going to do is just be quicker to drive this over to the truck. I did miss some back there. How about that? I'll just be quicker to drive this to the truck. Like so. We'll put the pipe out. Instead of getting off and backing the truck up. Truck's not the fastest moving thing in the world, so we will do it this way. It's a lovely night. It's a little after midnight, almost 1 a.m. Now those of you that's been following my other farming simulator series as well, you know I'm going to start a new series that will interlude with this one. So this one will probably take place on Mondays, and my other one will take place on Wednesdays. I'm going to drop it down from 3 days a week to 2 days a week, for the simple fact that we're starting Euro Truck Simulator 2, as well as Minecraft. We're going to continue Minecraft, but I'm going to start a new modded series called Mod Sauce that the Hermitcraft people are doing. Mumbo Jumbo and Slippers and quite a few others. Corrales. They're all doing Mod Sauce currently, and it became available yesterday on the ATL launcher, and I think we'll give that a try instead of doing the vanilla overhaul. Mod Sauce introduces a lot more technical stuff that we'll be able to use, so I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll switch to Mod Sauce, give that a try, and see how we get along. See, now if we just go through here, this should pick up. Yeah, see? It picked it up, and we actually got a little more corn out of that. So that's what we'll probably do. So the scheduling as it stands now will probably be Mondays will be the old family farm until we complete that. And we're not really that far away. All we need to do is pay off our loans and get to $1 million US. And with these great demands that we have coming up, that should happen really quickly. I mean, our loan, I believe, is only $110,000. So with the great demand of the pigs and the barley and the potatoes all coming up, which we have everything, we should be able to knock that loan out within 1 or 2 more episodes. And then it's just downhill from there. So as it currently stands, Farming Simulator Old Family Farm Mondays. Tuesdays will be 7 Days to Die. Wednesdays will be my other farming simulator, be it Tannenhof Island or Grezzyland. One of those. It will contain the soil mod as well as the forest mod. And of course this is all dependent until Farming Simulator 15 releases at the end of October. So we'll get a couple more months for that. Thursday will then be Euro Truck Simulator 2. Friday will either be either another farming simulator or 7 Days to Die. I haven't made up my mind yet. I may have to do a straw poll on it and see which one would rather be seen. I think it would be a farming simulator though, which will then be back to Old Family Farm, and then Saturdays will be the Minecraft, and of course Sundays no videos. We won't be doing Sundays videos on Sundays. That'd be a day of rest. So let's just pull this back out. Here we go. Now that's almost full, so we're going to have to go ahead and go dump this. And just check the prices real fast. What are the prices looking at? Corn is actually up 442, 463, 728 at the salon. At the saloon. I think that's what we're going to go do. Let's just go dump this. You know what? Let's get Philip going first. And it shut off. Let's get Philip going on that. That way he can keep filling up as we're driving. And let's just go ahead and turn him on. Let's go dump this. Might as well dump it. I don't see any reason to hang on to it. And we can actually just top off because we're only at 96%. We still got another 130 some to go. Let's just top off and get that. I must have that on stop to offload. I'll have to change that. He needs to keep driving on offload. So that's good enough. It said block though, so maybe that's what it was. How are we doing on time? 22 minutes in already. My word, time just flies. As you know, I've been trying to keep this around 30 to 35 minutes long. So unfortunately, it looks like we're not even going to be able to get one field done before we have to leave. Let's pull forward a little bit. There's Steve. Steve, as always, don't want to run over Steve. That would ruin his day, possibly his weekend as well. I hate not having no power steering in this. Can't even see the mirrors. What are we doing? Shouldn't have done that. You guys are saying, Michael, what are you doing, you idiot? Did the ice go to your brain? Did it give you brain damage? It's possible it did. Okay, how's our money coming along? Ah, yeah. This is quite lovely. So if we look at the loan, you can see that we have $110,000 to pay out. And if we look at the loan details, you can see that we can take out another 110. Well, that's what we have. Bank line, we can have 200,000, so we can take out another 90,000 if we choose to. But we won't. We want to pay this off, and we're at 62,000 almost, so we'll be able to pay this off really quickly. I mean, we got pretty much everything we need right now. The only thing that we could potentially do else with the money is to buy more animals just to speed us along. But I think what I'm going to do is pay off the loan rather quickly. What are you doing? Why are you stopped? What are you doing? Okay. You know what? We'll just get rid of you. We'll do it ourselves. We'll continue doing it ourselves. So like I said, we're going to pay off the loan really quickly here. Because once we got the loan paid off, then anything else is just purely profit. So we'll pay the loan off in the next stages. Either next episode or the episode after that, depending on when the Great Demand actually starts. Means we get 10 hours. It's probably be after we do all these field rotations. I mean, we could pay a big chunk off of it now, but I don't want to tap our savings. I want to be able to have this, keep some of it at our disposal. in case something comes up unforeseen, and then we'll have that available for us. So, I mean, we could potentially pay back 50,000 of it right now, and that would only leave us 60,000, which is good, because if we look, where is it? Is it this screen? Yeah, this screen here. Wow, what was that? It sounded like a jet flying overhead. Where is it? Loan interest. We haven't had no loan interest so far today. Why is it saying no loan interest at all? Should be loan interest there. I'm not sure why that is. No loan interest. So it doesn't really matter if we pay back the loan, but we want to. That's part of our goal, so that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is, once this episode ends, and it's about 5 minutes from now, I'll continue to do both cornfields offline. We'll get the cornfields offline, and because I mean, you've already seen it now. You don't want to keep seeing all the corn going. I mean, before I used to do every episode and harvest everything and keep everything on camera for you guys to see. But I have a feeling though that that's getting old for you. So I'll do some of these fields off camera. Obviously, I'll keep some of the barley ones to see, because I mean, we've got still 1, 2, 3, 4 over there of barley. Plus this barley here, I think, as well, is on this rotation. Is it, or is it not? It is. So we got, all this is barley. So you got 4 and 5. So we got 5 barley fields still to do, as well as the other cornfield. So what I'll probably do is I'll do this cornfield, this barley field, and possibly 2 more of these barley fields off camera, so you don't see it as all. I'll come back for another episode to do the other barley fields, and then that should put us to a point to where we can fast forward to the great demand. And so potentially our 3rd episode from now will be our 2nd set of fields, as well as the selling of the great demands. And I have a feeling with all that's coming up, we'll be able to pay off our debt completely and be on our way to the 1 million mark goal to finish up the series. So the series is getting close to complete. We can feel it. It's almost there. It will be just in time for the release of Farming Simulator 15. And it should all work together. Everything's coming to plan. But don't fear, there'll still be plenty more other Farming Simulator to come for 2013. Like I said, we're going to be starting the new series. Either Tannenhof or Grizzy Island or Grizzyland. I ran into a little problem with Tannenhof. I'm not sure what's going on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Some of the main gates and stuff that I need open don't open. But the last couple of days I've been testing it, and it seems once it gets to the time for them to be open, if I just go to my farm and then drive a long ways away somewhere and come back, then all the gates that should be open then become open. It's very, very strange, very odd. I'm not sure what was going on with that. So we'll take a look at that. We'll possibly do that. I've already shot an episode of Grizzyland. It's already uploaded and scheduled to release. However, if I can get Tannenhof to work, I may postpone that release, not release it, and just continue with Tannenhof. Because Tannenhof is the one that I really would like to start. So keep an eye out for that. That is coming as well. Let's just pick these up. And time is it. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I'll finish this up offline. Like I said, I'll do everything else offline as well. We'll leave you here with this lovely night shortly before midnight. Thank you for joining me on the Old Family Farm. I'm Akiic to the head. Mash that like up button if you enjoyed the episode. It helps me out a ton, helps out the channel, as well as helps out new viewers to come and find our channel as well. Leave your comments and suggestions as always below. I do reply to them all, as you know. I've interacted with all of you since the beginning, and I really appreciate your support. It means the world to me. It really does. So thank you for joining me. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.